how the people behaved. And so he was determined to bring the peace, to bring unity, to bring communal relationship amongst the people of Southern Kaduna, irrespective of tribes, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of which local government you come from. He was determined and is determined to bring that unity of purpose. And to God be the glory. We can say to some extent, Southern Kaduna people are united, Southern Kaduna people are working together, Southern Kaduna people are loving, Southern Kaduna people are peaceful. And in terms of attracting federal government presence, of course, the world know, and all those who are listening to us, and you know Ango Bally, and you are also can testify the fact that Southern Kaduna now is in the map of Nigeria. When you're talking about the federal government presence, we have a federal University of Applied Sciences, Kachia. That university now is working on giving admission for a second year. For the second year, and so there are students currently studying in that place. Within less than 2 years of his tenure as distinguished senator, Sunday Marshal was able to attract that university to the people of Southern Ghana through legislation, through partnership, through collaboration, through lobbying, and he was been able to attract that university for the people of Southern Ghana. Not only a university, it's a specialized university in the history of Nigeria we have never had. This is the first of its kind of a specialized University of Applied Sciences in Nigeria. So he did not only attract that university, he attracted a specialized university for the people of Kaduna South Senatorial District. So we are most grateful for what he's done. Apart from the bill for the establishment of Federal University of Applied Science, in terms of lawmaking now, we're talking about in terms of lawmaking, distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal Katung, and working in partnership with His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna, His Excellency Senator Obasani, and working in partnership with His Excellency the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, working in partnership with other lawmakers from the Kaduna South Senatorial District, and working in partnership with leaders and leaders of thought from Southern Kaduna, working in partnership with our religious leaders, working in partnership with traditional rulers, working in partnership with the high and mighty within and outside Nigeria. We've been able to also attract a federal medical center, Kapanchan. I'm sure the process is almost done because the Kaduna state government has already ceded the federal medical, the Sir Patrick Ibrahim Yakowa to the federal government for the smooth takeover of the federal medical center in Kafanchan through legislation and through the commitment of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the commitment of Governor Obasani. So in terms of lawmaking, he's been able to attract that. And of course, you are aware, Ango, you were there at the public hearing when the distinguished senator also is also sponsoring a bill. The bill has almost passed now by the Senate. And I believe that the Senate is on recess, and I believe once the Senate resume the bill on the establishment of sickle cell and therapy centers across Nigeria. Of course, you know there is no family in Nigeria, there is no home in Nigeria that does not have issues of sickle cell across this. Does not have issue of sickle cell disorder. And so, distinguished Senator Marshal Katung thought it wise that there is a need for the federal government to pay attention to the issue of sickle cell and create therapy centers across the country. So that bill, by the grace of God, once it is public hearing has been done, and once the Senate resume, that bill will be passed into law. And we believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being a listening leader, will sign that bill into law so that the people of Nigeria can have a recipe. The people of Nigeria can have comfort. Those citizens that are suffering from one sickle cell disorder in one way or the other can have succor from the federal government. And of course, only recently, in terms of lawmaking again, only recently, the bill for the creation, for the establishment of teaching hospital, university teaching hospital for Federal University of Applied Sciences passed through first reading. And by the grace of God, that bill will have accelerated hearing because the university is already ongoing. And by the grace of God, that once the Senate resume, the bill will go for second reading. There will be a debate, and I believe that federal university teaching hospital will also be created for the people of Southern Ghana, so that those students studying medicine, those students studying nursing, those students studying specialized courses at the Federal University of Applied Science will have a place where they will do their practicals and all that. So that's the essence of having that federal university, that federal teaching hospital, and in Southern Ghana. So distinguished Senator Sunday Marshall.
Yeah, just to chip in,
Yeah.
for the issue of the teaching hospital.
Yeah.
For those around Kaduna here, myself, I grew up knowing the ABU teaching hospital here in Tafa Belawa, which is now
Yeah,
Kasu.
Kasu, yes.
Yes, so that is what has been talked about. Go ahead.
Now it has been that it also has been taken to Shika.
Yeah,
of course.
yes.
And so
It was taken to Shika, and of course the place now Kasu.
yes. Now that we have a Federal University of Applied Sciences, we need a teaching hospital so that our students, young people who are studying medicine and nursing and other specialized courses will have a place for practicals, and of course our citizens will be attended to across Nigeria, not only in Southern Kaduna. People across the country or outside the country can also access the teaching hospital for medical health care. And so that is part of the bills being sponsored by distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal. And that's why we said it's been a remarkable 3 years for distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal. It's been a rewarding 3 years for the people of Southern Kaduna who put their trust in distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal and elected him as their leader, and they elected him as senator to represent the Southern Kaduna Senator.
Yes, you talk about bills. Go ahead to equally mention motions.
Well, there are fantastic motions, and as a fantastic motions. First and foremost, as soon as the senator resumed the Senate on the 13th of June, I can tell you, Ango, of course, you know, there was this issue of the diphtheria that arose around Kapanchan in Jamaa local government, and that almost was actually dealing with our people around Kapanchan, and some people were, I think there was one death or so when that diphtheria, disease outbreak took place in Kapanchan. Immediately, the senator moved a motion before the Senate, and the Senate unanimously called on the federal government to quickly intervene. Unfortunately for distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal, the disease was not only even in Southern Kaduna, but there are pockets of such diseases across Nigeria and some senatorial districts. And when distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal raised the matter in the floor of the Senate, many senators also stood up in support of the motion, said the similar issue is also happening, similar incidents is also happening in their own senatorial district, and therefore they call on the federal government to quickly arrest the diphtheria diseases, and which was drastically, immediately arrested by the federal government. And at that time, the single senator Sunday Marshal was also on a thank you tour to the local government, and immediately he stopped the tour, called off the tour, and moved to the General Hospital, Sir Patrick Ibrahim General Hospital in Kapanchan, and rendered assistance and sympathized with the patients and ensured that they were well taken care of. And I can tell you, Ango, patients, those who suffer from that diseases were actually taken care of by the federal government from the center. I think from the Center of Disease Control, Nigeria Center of Disease Control, came down to Kafanchan and other senatorial districts, and really and drastically brought down the issue. You talk about ginger blight. That was another disease that affected our ginger.
Yes, ginger blight.
Ginger blight that came. Blight. Yeah, ginger blight that came up in Southern Kaduna. Of course, you know, ginger is like an oil. It's like our oil in Southern Kaduna, and of course the best ginger can only be found in Southern Kaduna because our ginger is special. And when that ginger blight came, when that disease came.
Yeah, if you say oil, some people may even refer to palm oil, crude oil.
Crude oil. So ginger is more like crude oil to the people of Southern Kaduna. There is no family, there is no home in Southern Kaduna that don't farm ginger. And so when that disease came, it almost destroyed all the farms, and business people actually suffered. Our community people suffered. And quickly, distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal, being the leader, being the voice of the people, also raised a motion before the Senate. You know, motions, I will come to explain why motions and bills are different, because virtually most times people mistake bill for motion, people mistake motion for bill.
Yes, this program aims to educate and inform the people about the working of the Senate. So you are the right person to do that. Go ahead.
So quickly, the distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal to move the motion to bring.
The difference between bills and motion.
I will allow me to finish the issue of the ginger. Yeah, quickly, the distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal to move the motion, and the federal government, and that motion also had the support of the entire Senate. The 109 senators supported that motion and gave it the backing, and immediately called on the federal government and to the Minister of Agriculture to quickly move to Southern Kaduna and other locations where this ginger applied disease was affecting farmers across the country, especially in Southern Kaduna. And I can tell you the ministry moved fast and voted about that motion made the Senate ministry to vote about 1.6 billion naira to address the issue of this ginger blight and to also assist farmers who must have lost one thing or the other. I can say, of course, probably it may not have gone around people, or it may not have been enough, but I can tell you it is through the motion of distinguished Senator MARSHAL KATUNG that made the federal government to act fast, make these votes of money and move to Southern Kaduna and supply some of the farmers got fertilizer, some of the farmers got seedlings, some of the farmers got one assistant or the other from the federal government. And that's what it means to have a leader who cares, a leader who listens, a leader who sees a need and bring that need to the national discourse. And so when he brought that motion, indeed the entire Nigeria was aware. That was through that motion, entire Nigeria and the entire world, many parts of the country also became aware and brought assistance to some of our local farmers in Southern Kaduna. That is again only recently, Ango, Bally, you bear me witness, and Nigerians knows that distinguished Senator Sunday MARSHAL KATUNG having concern, being worried outside the country, importation of textile material into the country, right, and to also encourage Federal Minister of Agriculture to encourage farming of cotton. What do you call it? Cotton wood and so cotton wood. Yeah, cotton. I'm going farming of cotton.
Yes.
And so immediately that motion was co-sponsored by His Excellency distinguished Senator Barrow Jibin, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Adams Oshomale, who was then the NLC, who was former NLC President, a Senator from Edo, and several
former president of textile
garment, garment, and
in fact he called himself a tailor.
A tailor, yeah.
His background as a tailor.
So he also co-sponsored that bill. About 7 senators co-sponsored that bill. On getting to the National Assembly on that day, before the Senate, many senators who saw it on the other paper.
Yes. MIDAT, this motion is so interesting. We shall be taking a commercial break. When we come back,
it's all right.
You laid that background because I know Senator Natasha was so passionate.
Yeah.
And other senators, even across the country, talking about reviving textile industry in Lagos, in Kano, and all that. We shall be going on a commercial timeout. The program is Trust the Process. MIDAT Joe, a professional on the ground, former Assistant National Secretary of NUJ, former correspondent chairman in Kaduna here. He is a man taking the tax. Stay tuned. We shall be right back.
Invicta FM.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Are you serious? Are you serious? Invicta FM.
Oh yeah, shoppers, make una hear correct gist. Maggi chicken flavor promo don land o.
Buy Maggi chicken flavor 50 double cubes pack and get 10 extra cubes free.
Yes o, and if you buy small 10 double cubes pack, you go get 4 cubes free.
Na more rich chicken taste, more enjoyment, and more value for your money.
Rush go your nearest shop now and ask for Maggi chicken flavor promo pack before e finish. Offer valid while stocks last. Me and Maggi, so good together.
This June, get more on DSTV. That means with same price, you get more channels, more action, and drama.
You just call what more fire.
Pay on compact and watch premium. That's 2 levels higher. DSTV Confirm and Yanga subscriptions get the next higher package. Renew today and enjoy more on us all June. DSTV, your home of entertainment. E get why we dey plan and pray for our children every day.
E get why.
E get why we dey get up to go hustle every day.
E get why.
And e get why Nigerians trust M&B paracetamol, the red one, every day.
E get why.
E dey show pain red card, kia, so we fit to face life without pains. Therefore, next time pain show him wawa face, knock am with M&B paracetamol, the red one.
E get why.
M&B paracetamol, the red one na for you and your family, and e dey clear pain, small cold and fever, one hand. If your symptoms no clear after 2 days, go see doctor. M&B paracetamol go give you quick relief one time.
Ya ku 'yan Najeriya, kuna neman hanyoyin da za ku bi wajen adana datar ku? Kuna iya farawa da manhajojinku, wato apps, ta hanyar goge su, wanda hakan shi ma yana taimakawa. Ba ma wannan ba, har da ƙari, saboda yawancin manhajoji suna da abun adana data, don haka sai ku kunna su ta yadda za su sarrafa yin amfani da datar ku. Haka zalika, za ku iya zuwa wurin saitin waya don ku kashe wurin da wayar ku ke sabunta manhaja da kanta. A ƙarshe, sai ku rufe dukkan apps ɗinku a lokacin da ba ku amfani da su don adana muku data. Waɗannan canje-canje za su iya kawo babban sauyi. Don neman ƙarin bayani, ana iya ziyartar yanar gizon masu kula da wayar tafi da gidanka, mobile operators, ko consumer.ncc.gov.ng don samun taimakon shawarwari. Kasance da mu a koda yaushe don more amfani da datar ka. Wannan saƙo ne daga ƙungiyar dillalan ma'aikatan sadarwa ta Najeriya tare da haɗin gwiwar hukumar sadarwa ta Najeriya NCC.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari sai Kivo.
Hey, everybody come outside, oh! It don't happen.
Hey, Cletus, why you dey shout like this?
Go TV don't bust my head, oh! You never hear say decoder plus antenna plus 1 month jolly subscription na only 15,000 naira.
You say?
Go TV don't scatter market with their World Cup special offer, oh! Yeah. With only 15,000 naira, we go carry cha-cha decoder plus antenna plus 1 month subscription. Take torchlight the whole 104 matches for this FIFA World Cup 2026 with correct pidgin commentary. All this go happen live for 4 correct channels for Super Sport on top Go TV.
Hey, this one no be small thing, oh. Make I go arrange my own decoder sharp.
Go TV, love it.
Vaseline lotions for you. No be one, no be two, he plenty. This not true. With Cocoa Glow, your skin they glow. Even tone, your shine they show. Aloe Soothe for soft skin, dry skin repair, no dryness. Med extra hydration for strong moisture. Advanced repair, skin good as new. This is how we do.
Vaseline lotions, enriched with extracts, oils, and moisturizing glycerin. Choose the lotion that gets you.
Oh, you choose your own. Make your skin in the show. Vaseline lotions for you. Ooh, yeah.
Mama, sai kin gan yadda na wanke ban ɗakin nan. Ya wanku sosai fa.
Tabbas zai iya wankuwa sosai a ido, amma idan ba da hypo toilet cleaner kika yi amfani ba wajen kariya, to ban ɗaki cike yake da ƙwayoyin cuta baja-baja.
Haka ne, kada ku yarje wa ƙwayoyin cuta, ku kare ban ɗakin ku kullum da hypo toilet cleaner.
Jolly Johnny akan titi ke magana. A yau za mu ga kyakkyawar sani da mutane suka yi wa Maggi cikin flavor. Na gaba, karanto harufan celery.
S-E-A-L-A-R-R-I-E celery.
Haba mutumina, ka ce kawai ka sauya harufan zuwa salary. To ga damar ƙarshe, karanto mana harufan turmeric.
T-U-R-M-E-R-I-C. Turmeric.
Kin yi daidai, ga kwali ɗaya na Maggi cikin flavor ki ɗauka.
Maggi cikin flavor tare da albasa, celery da kuma turmeric mai canza wasa na.
Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Super Ultra
20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. One Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Ai wasu mutanen ba san dalilin da yasa data suke karewa ba, amma bari ne muku bayani. Kun san idan mai waya na bacci wayan na yin wasu abubuwa da bai sani ba? Idan har hakan ya faru? A wannan sa'in waya ke adana bayanai a cloud backup a sa'in da bacin ke ƙara nisa. Sai ta ci gaba da sabunta manhajojin da ke kanta ko da ba a amfani da ita. Haba mai gida, ai ka san dole in san abin da ke faruwa a intanet.
A sha datar da na sanya ta ƙare.
Jas, ba na gaya muku ba?
Ka kula kada wayarka ta kwashe maka data da auto update. Ka rufe manhajojin da baka aiki da su. Ka rufe tabs din da baka amfani da su a duk lokacin da datar ka take a kunne.
A'a, me ya zafi? Ni fa bayani ne kawai nawa. Ka kula da datar ka don kar waya ta cinye.
More datar ka kuma leave it 100.
I been sit down for side, they look wetin politicians they do for my country. I can't begin vex with how them take the run things. From pack to loot and later tiff. The situation too vex me. I come decide to get my PVC to vote all of them out. After election, them still win again. This time, the matter come to vex me until when I realize say only me no fit to vote out bad leaders. I use vex, buy material, so agbada, come join politics. I tell myself, say, if I no fit to vote them out, I go there myself to change the situation of all Nigerians. But after I win election, Obanje enter my body. Me self come begin to tiff and back money, Nigerians. Now we they do ourselves. Good leadership, they start from homes. Train your children with good morals and values. And when them reach up there, if a political Obanje see them, it go run.
Welcome back from that commercial timeout, and thank you for still staying with your flagship radio, Invicta 98.9 FM. The program is Trust the Process, sponsored from the stable of Senator Sunday Marshal KATUNG, the senator representing KADUNA South Senatorial District in the 10th Senate. We've been taking a look at his report card in the Senate, marking 3 years of effective representation on 13 June 2026. I have with me in the studio a professional, a media personality in the person of MIDAT Joe, who is the spokesperson and special advisor, media and communication to distinguished Senator Sunday Marshal KATUNG. He has been taking us into a tour, starting from the beginning of the 10th Senate, when Senator Sunday Marshal KATUNG was inaugurated. MIDAT Joe, before we went on break, we're talking about this motion on the revival of textile industry in Kaduna, in particular, and others in the country, where many senators were so excited to be joined as co-sponsor of that motion. Take us through.
Yeah, like I was saying.
I was mentioning Senator Natasha, who was so passionate.
Yes. Aside from Senator Natasha, Senator Onao from Nasarawa, and about 10 senators that morning, because I was at the chamber, I was at the gallery, and I was watching everything. About 10 senators walked to him, because as soon as you get to the chamber, they will give you the order paper, and it was already captured in the order paper. So as soon as he got to the chamber, about 10 senators approached him. That Senator KATUNG, please, I want to join in motion. I want to join in this motion. Please join me. And that's how Senator Natasha also got her name inside. And about 10 senators, it was like a referendum from all the senators that, look, they want their name on that motion, because it's something that affects the survival of this country. Issue of textile, every one of us wear clothes. Every one of us, Nigeria, the entire population, we have 1 or 2 clothes that we have at home, apart from the one you're wearing. You have so issue
apart from issue of production of clothing, talking about employment. I remember in that motion, Senator Oshomole, while debating the motion, he said when he grew up in Kaduna, and he said he's a tailor by profession. That was his own background, where he rose to be the president of Textile Garments Workers Union, and then he gave him the background to become the president Nigeria Labour Congress, later to be governor, and later again national chairman of the ruling APC, and now a senator. We talk about 35,000 plus, over 35,000 employed in Kaduna.
Yes, I was just trying to give a background how textile industry is very important to the survival of this country, survival of our economy, and most importantly, Ango, to fight insecurity, the young people need to be employed. You're looking at the angle of security. When these textiles are revived, I can assure you that many of our young people will be employed, and these minds that are not busy will be engaged now, because they say the idle mind is a devil workshop. So most of these young people who are not doing one or two things or the other will be employed by this textile. In fact, the motion was just about reviving textile in Kaduna, Kano axis. So when other senators stood up to talk, I'm sure you have played this their contributions before.
Yes, I did.
Now, when other senators stood up to talk, in fact, a particular senator from Lagos now said the word Kaduna and Kano should be removed and replace the revival of textile in the entire Nigeria. He said in Lagos alone, they also have textile industries.
Yes, a lot of them.
And so the senators from also Southeast also rose and said, look, they should include Southeast in this, like Aba axis. They should also include them in this motion. So the motion has the overwhelming support of the senators. Of particular interest, when Adams Ashomole was talking, I'm sure members of the public have heard it. He said there is no agency in Nigeria, or no any agency or company or industry in Nigeria that has federal character like the textile industry in Nigeria. He said any part of the country, every zone of the country, or any senatorial district, any part of the country, or the zonal, they have textile industry in Nigeria. And so there was no point to even say Kaduna and Kano textile industry. So other senators contributed, and overwhelmingly the senators supported. This is not like the other bills that have been raising in the issue before the National Assembly. The senators particularly say this motion should not be treated like other motions. These motions should mandate the Senate to invite, in fact, that was additional prayers now, should mandate the Senate to invite the Minister of Trade and Industry, the Minister of Agriculture, to come before the Senate and address them and provide solutions on how these textile industries in Nigeria are going to be revived. And on the media, they say they asked the federal government to ban the importation of textile industry, and many other prayers the senators asked the federal government to do. But I can tell you a particular interest is that the senators vowed that they will pursue this thing to its logical conclusion. There is not going to be like any other motion. Once they resume, they've already asked their Committee on Trade and Investment to invite the minister. They also asked their Committee of Agriculture to invite the minister to come before the Senate and address them on the pattern or strategy, working together with the Senate, including the House of Reps, the National Assembly entirely, to see how this component, this very important aspect of our life, especially the textile industry, is revived in Nigeria, so that one, jobs will be created. It will add up to our economy in Nigeria, GDP also again. It will also add up to the fight against insecurity in Nigeria, because once people are employed, I'm sure to some extent, this issue of insecurity will be fought frontally. So not in the area of because we are trying to analyze in the area of
I'll pause you a bit, talking about still on that motion on textile, talking about pursuing it to the logical conclusion. In the course of discussion of that motion, Senator Natasha, I learned something. She said it's because of the quantum, the quality of cotton products from Nigeria that Liverpool Street in London was named after. Now, talking about pursuing this motion to the logical conclusion, when we discuss these issues, matters arising, feedback from our callers, where casting doubt that this motion is just more like an electioneering a point, just to win election. So they feel that nothing will come out of it. Please clear that out.
Well, I also have cause to speak to one of my friends, a very respected leader, and he also wrote this on social media. And when I did not respond, he called me to ask for my opinion. I said, I have already gone on social media to condemn the motion moved by Senator Sunday Marshal KATUNG, castigating it on the fact that we are approaching election nearing here. Why should he move a motion at this critical moment? It was politically biased, motivated. And I laughed. He had me laughing. He said, why? I said, number one, my friend, because I know him very well. I said, I know your dad worked in textile, in Kaduna textile. He said, yes. I said, how did he end? He said, Kai. It didn't end well. I said, me that I'm talking to you, my elder brother worked in Kaduna textile. Me that I'm talking here. My elder brother worked in Kaduna textile. I think, in fact, one of his benefits, I'm a beneficiary of the Kaduna textile, because he was using his stipends, the money was being paid for, to pay part of my school fees. And I remain grateful. So when Senator KATUNG brought that motion, for me, I became so emotional, because he can see a man committed to reviving a textile employer of labor. So my answer to that person, and I said to him, should we put everything down? Should we stop talking? Should the senators stop speaking for these people for the right thing, because we are approaching the election? And the person also did not understand the difference between emotions and bill. Yes. He said, he now told me that this thing that the senator has moved will elapse with this current Senate. Will allow this current Senate. What if the president did not sign it into law? It will elapse into the current Senate. I laughed. I said, there's a difference between emotion and a bill. If it were a bill, you are right to say that, okay, if the president does not sign it, it is the motion, the bill is exercising futility. But now this is a motion. And once a motion is moved, it lasts even after the existence of this current Senate, because it is the decision of the Senate mandating the executive, the federal government, to do this and do that. Even after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, imagine the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not implement the decision of the Senate. Even after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even after 10 years, the another president can dust up this directive by the Senate and still implement it. So it is a motion. It is a motion in motion. It is a motion on motion. In motion. It's a motion on motion. So the motion is still ongoing, whether now or later. It will still continue. And I also want to answer those people to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from what I have seen, is a man that is committed to reviving Nigeria. Is a man that is committed to putting hope on the lives of the ordinary Nigerians. And I do not think the president, seeing this kind of important motion that is meant to create jobs, that is meant to increase our economy, that is meant to fight insecurity, will not implement this decision of the Senate. He's a compassionate leader, for God's sake. So if you are bringing politics into this thing, and I said to the person, understand the dynamics, understand the issue, understand what this motion is aimed to achieve.
MIDAT, let me chip in there. Yeah. They are coming from this understanding that we have a background on this issue of revival of textile industry in Kaduna. Then Governor Namadi Sambo, who later became vice president, a committee was set up to do that. Then it didn't achieve anything. When Nasir Ahmed Edefai was campaigning to be governor, it was part of his own campaign points. Yeah. And then he became a governor. He took a tour to the industry, to that area. And even those some who really indeed supporters, diehard supporters of Nasir Ahmed Edefai, they said if that could not be achieved during his own time, so how can this be achieved now?
Well, those people who are making these observations are somehow right. They are somehow right in the sense that we have had these governors, these leaders who have made statements on the need to revive the moribund textile industries, especially in northern Nigeria or especially in Kaduna. His Excellency Vice President Namadi Sambo did that when he was governor, like you rightly observed. Former Governor Nasir El-Rufai also, in fact, went in on tour to see the Kaduna textile here in Kakuri. He also went there to see things by himself and promised to revive it. And if there's anybody who was supposed to revive the textile in Nigeria, that should have been late President Muhammadu Buhari, because fact is from the north. He's a Kaduna person.
Right.
He was a Kaduna person, and he knows the issue. So if there's anybody who was supposed to revive the textile, were these people leaders who had this opportunity.
And Nasser Ahmed, if I had his back.
At his back, they have the support, everything they wanted, everything Nasser El-Rufai wanted. The president then was willing and ready to implement it. But that is not to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not do such a thing that will bring economy, will better the lives of people in Nigeria. You can take, for example, we're talking about fuel subsidy. None of the president ever took the mandate, the guts to remove fuel subsidy. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on the first day of his inauguration, remove fuel subsidy. So you can see a leader who is determined, who is focused, who can do it. And let me tell you, with the strong partnership between Senator Sunday Marshal Kato, His Excellency Governor Obasani, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I can tell you, Ango, without mincing words, these people are committed to reviving this textile. And let me also inform our listeners, this motion did not just come like that. The senator did not just wake up and went to the National Assembly. It took serious lobbying, negotiation between the governor, the senator, and even the presidency on the need for the senator to move this motion so that the actions can be taken. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is quite different. He's a man that is compassionate. He's a man that understands the basics of economics. He's a man that understands our youth need to be employed. He's a man that understands that whatever industry that need to be created for the sake of creating jobs in Nigeria. He's a man that wants to fight insecurity. So coming from this angle, I can tell you he's a different person. He's committed to this, and we believe under God, by the grace of God Almighty, this textile industry will be revived. Whatever nitty-gritty that need to be tied, they will be tied working with the executive, working together with National Assembly. They will tie this.
Talking about President Bola Tinubu being somebody who is different, who can do the unusual, the unexpected. Now, are you trying to convince the listener with the example from Southern Kaduna? For example, the Federal University of Applied Sciences, the Federal University, Federal Medical Center. These are projects that have been pursued for over the past decades. Some say 2 or 3 decades. None or any of the presidents could do that. Even when Senator Danjuma, for example, sponsored a bill for university under Muhammadu Buhari, the bill was not signed.
It didn't see the light of the day.
It didn't see the light of the day. And when would that Senate? Until Senator Marshal KATUNG came and sponsored this bill. And prompto, President Bola Tinubu signed it with the Federal Medical Center. So are you trying to draw that could be from there the textile too would witness the light of the day?
You are very, very correct, Ango. Honestly, you are very, very correct. If you look at the context, looking at the context itself, from where we are coming from to where we are going, from where we are coming from as a people of Southern Kaduna,
and where we are now,
this is a president whose senator is not in the same party with him. This is a president that the people of Southern Kaduna didn't vote for him. This is the president, unlike other people that treated the people of Southern Kaduna badly because they didn't vote for them. But this is a president who loves our people.
No, because they claim that they didn't vote for them.
They claim that
the records show that they voted for them.
They voted for,
in fact, even as protest votes in 2015.
Exactly. In fact, I don't want to talk about that because we were a part of it. And I can tell you, this is a president who, by every standard, he can say, these people didn't vote for me, and I will not even sign their bill. I will not even do this thing for them. But this is a president who puts all those things aside. This is a president who needs people. First, the bill was mentioned, the bill was read, the bill was passed, even before he assigned the bill of Senator Sunday Marshal, he has already made the pronouncement.
Right.
So this is a president who is committed.
And the vice president did that when he came in December 2024.
Yes, to condole with Bishop, with his lordship, Bishop Hooker. And he made the announcement that the president has already approved it. So this is a president who is after the well-being of the people. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu could do this to the people of Southern Kaduna, one, you have reeled out all the years Senator Isaiah Bala tried to bring a federal government presence by either federal medical center. Was not achieved. Senator Caleb Zagi did the same. Senator Esther Nenadi Usman also did the same. Senator Denjumala. Right. All our senators tried their best, even when the PDP was in leadership.
Yes.
Even when the PDP was in the helm of affairs at the national level, these things was not achieved. But a president who was not voted by our people, with less than 2 years, gave us a university. In less than 2 years, gave us a federal medical center. In less than 2 years, gave us a chief of defense staff. In less than 2 years, gave us a minister of defense. There are other projects that are ongoing. There are military bases already being established.
Defense comprehensive secondary school.
Exactly. All these being worked upon. So you can see already from this context, from this trajectory, you know that the president is committed to the well-being and welfare of the people of Kaduna State, not only people of Kaduna State, but the people of Nigeria. And I tell you, the textile industry will not be an exception.
Some see President Bola Tinubu, instead of turning his back against those who didn't vote for him, but instead he's reaching out to them. They see it as strategic politics.
Yeah,
what do you say?
But no, not really
strategic politics for alignment and realignment.
Not really strategic politics, Ango. If you
or bringing people to his fault.
Exactly. It shows
instead of pushing them away.
It shows how compassionate he is. It shows how compassionate he is. It shows how deliberate he is about reviving the fortunes of this country. It shows how dedicated, how do I put this word, but how compassionate he is. It shows how committed he is to the revival of Nigeria, to making Nigeria work again. He said, in his word, he said, I asked for this job, and the people of Nigeria gave me this job, and therefore I'm going to work for the people of Nigeria. Apart from the political angle of it, the president has shown enormous commitment.
Talking about commitment, I'm aware that is this something to the tune of 100 billion naira advance or promise Kaduna State government for the light rail?
Of course, I saw it in our own governor, His Excellency Senator Obasani, spoke about it. The team came to Kaduna State already to start to do assessment and everything, and I believe that based on what I've heard my governor saying, very soon that project will commence. So if
that's talking about synergy between the federal government and the state government.
You're right. Of course, our governor is like the head boy. Our governor is like the head boy in the villa. Whatever our Excellency the governor of Kaduna State wants, he has already gotten it from the president. Why? Because of this synergy. Why? Because of long years of relationship. I hope you know that the relationship between His Excellency the governor of Kaduna State and His Excellency the president of Nigeria did not start today. It's been the relationship started long ago when they were demanding for the return of democracy in Nigeria with the Senator Shehu Sani and so many of them. So it is, in fact, the president calls our governor comrade governor. So you can see that there is a relationship between the two of them, and there's a synergy. The Governor Obasani is a progressive governor. Is governor that want to see the progress of Kaduna State. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also want to see the progress of Kaduna State. The senator also. That's why he wanted to be the senator, so that he can bring this energy. He can bring his contact to bear to bring in development to the people of Southern Kaduna. So working together, the three of them, I can tell you, Ango, Southern Kaduna is yet to see the magnanimity, the structure. What Southern Kaduna is yet to see the love that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have for them. They will see more. They will see more. In Kaduna State will benefit more and more.
Talking about see more, we shall be going on a commercial break, and of course, the news update at the top of the hour of 10. When we come back, talking about more, you will tell us the difference between the College of Medicine and a university teaching hospital. Are they the same, or is there an addition coming to Southern Kaduna? The program is Trust the Process. MIDAT Joe is the guest, taking us to perspectives on the 3 years Senator KATUNG mark giving effective representation to the good people of Southern Kaduna in the 10th Senate. My name is Ango Bally. We shall be right back. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Rihanna.
It's your boy Chris Brown. Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Kanye West.
What's up? This is Alicia Keys.
This is your boy Neo.
Radio at another level.
Invicta
FM.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari.
Even in Nigeria, that hot pounded yam and soup can't wait because a penalty is about to be taken. The FIFA World Cup 2026 starts June 11th to July 19th. All 104 games, pigeon commentary, and 4 dedicated channels. Yes! Get the special offer, DSTV decoder, dish, and 1-month Yanga subscription for only 15,000 Naira. The FIFA World Cup live on Supersport, only on DSTV.
Ya ku masu ciniki, albishirinku gasar Maggi Chicken Flavor ya sake dawowa.
A sayi Maggi Chicken mai dunkule biyu kwaya 50, a samu garabasar guda 10 a kyauta.
Tabbas haka ne, idan kuma guda 10 aka saya, to za a samu garabasar guda 4 a kyauta.
Wato ƙarin ɗanɗano mai armashi, ƙarin nishaɗi, tare da more kuɗin ka yadda ya kamata.
A hanzarta maza a je shago mafi kusa domin sayan paketin kunshin gasar Maggi Chicken Flavor kafin ya ƙare. Gasar na nan har sai kayan sun ƙare. Da ni da Maggi, haɗuwa mai armashi.
Say I get a physical disability, mean say my brain damage. I get a physical disability, make you more human being past me. Now Nigerians all of us be. We deserve equal rights. We don't need you to pity us. Just to provide the level ground, we include us and we go take our place. Nobody plan to get a disability. But since it don't be, we decide long ago to live our lives and prove to all, say we fit to help ourselves, plus others too. Next time, if you see a person with disability, look beyond that physical appearance to what the person get to offer. You see, for this life, nobody send you. The natural order of operation not the same. If you get, people go gather. And the day you no get them go disappear because nobody send you. Witchcraft be say, people don't want to make people pass them. Or sabi pass them, even if them poor. The only way to fit to break or come out from this circle of those way they witch you, now to begin to do waiting them no understand. When them they sleep, make you they walk. And when them they walk harder. This life no get respect for any kind of person. If you plant, you go harvest. But if you no plant, you go beg. True Talk on 98.9 Invicta FM.
The time is 10 o'clock.
This is Invicta 98.9 FM, KADUNA, Nigeria. I am Job Daniel with the news brief. A fresh controversy has emerged in Gombe State over the party status of the former Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Ali Pantemi, as the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party laid conflicting claims to his membership. The dispute follows the former minister's reported emergence as the People's Democratic Party's governorship candidate ahead of the 2027 general elections after the All Progressives Congress primary after the All Progressives Congress primary produced Jamilu Gwamna as its flag bearer. While the APC maintains that Pantami remains one of its members, the PDP in Gombe State insists that the former minister has validly resigned from the ruling party. The People's Democratic Party further stated that Pantami is now a bona fide member of the party. The Sokoto State Emergency Management Agency and the National Emergency Management Agency have launched the 2026 National Preparedness and Response Campaign on flood disaster and related hazards in Sokoto State. The agencies warned that parts of the state remains highly vulnerable to flooding during the ongoing rainy season. The campaign was inaugurated during a stakeholders' engagement on imminent flooding and early warning dissemination held at the Sultan Machido Institute for Quranic and General Studies Auditorium in Sokoto. Speaking at the event, the Executive Secretary of Sokoto Emergencies Agency, Abubakar Janaidu, represented the Special Advisor overseeing the agency, Aminu Bodinga, said proactive measures are necessary to protect lives, property, and critical infrastructure from flood disasters. From the foreign scene, the son of jailed former Brazilian president Jair Bolsonaro has been convicted by Brazil's highest court of pursuing U.S. intervention during his father's coup trial last year. Eduardo Bolsonaro, aged 41, was charged last year with lobbying the United States authorities to help the former president by imposing tariffs or sanctions on Brazil. A former congressman in Brazil, Eduardo relocated to the United States in 2025 before his father, who governed the country from January 2019 to December 2022, was found guilty of plotting a military coup and given a 27-year sentence. And in sports, striker Erling Haaland struck his first World Cup goals as Norway defeated Iraq 4-1 on Tuesday in their first game at a major tournament in 26 years. The Manchester City striker turned in from close range to give Norway the lead on 29 minutes in Boston, but Ayman Hussein's header brought Iraq level. Haaland pounced on an error at the back to put Norway ahead before halftime and take his goals tally at international level to 57 in 51 matches. And that makes the news brief at 10. A major bulletin comes up at midday. Good morning and have a victorious day as we continue with the program Trust the Process.
Invicta 98.9 FM.
Welcome back from that commercial timeout, and thank you for staying tuned to Invicta 98.9 FM. The program is Trust the Process. My name is Ango, Bally, your regular host. I have with me in the studio MIDAT Joe, Special Advisor Media and Communication to Senator MARSHAL KATUNG, the sponsor of the program Trust the Process. We've been taking a look at 3 years of effective representation by Senator MARSHAL KATUNG to the good people of Kaduna South Senatorial District, otherwise known as Southern Kaduna Senatorial District. 3 years going. MIDAT, before we went on break, talking about more coming from the staple of President Bola Tinubu to the good people of Southern Kaduna. Give us the difference between College of Medicine and University Teaching Hospital. Is it the same or they are two different things?
Well, they are two different things. We are getting more now. When the university was to be created, established, it came with a mandate that the Vice Chancellor of the University of Applied Science, including College of Medicine, that will be attached. That's why we say there's a College of Medicine which will be situated in Manchok, and so it's two different things. It was established by law. The Federal University of Applied Sciences, including College of Medicine, by law. It's the two different things. Now, the teaching hospital, The University Teaching Hospital is also going to be established by law, which also be attached with the Federal University of Applied Sciences. So there are two different things. So the president is giving us about 3 gifts in one. We have a federal university standing on its own. Then we have the College of Medicine, which also an addition to the Federal University of Applied Sciences. Then we also have a Federal University of the University Teaching Hospital, which is also another component of the university. So
that's aside the Federal Medical Center.
That's aside the Federal Medical Center. The Federal Medical Center, as far as we are concerned, is done and dusted. Everything is done to soon take over, because a chief medical director has already been appointed and is already collecting a salary. So the processes and everything, nitty-gritty, need to tie up everything, transfer the staffs that were in Sapati, which were state government staff. Some, if they want to join the federal government work, pay list, they can move to the federal government. Then, or the others don't want to join, they can go as staff of federal government. So these processes. That's why I appeal to our people to remain patient, because these processes would take a bit longer at a time before you transfer their pay slip and everything to the federal government. So, as far as we're concerned, the Federal Medical Center is done and dusted. All processes is being observed, but the Federal Teaching Hospital is a component now to the Federal University of Applied Science, so they have no connection.
This program is interactive and it gives room for a feedback mechanism for the members of the senatorial district, the listener, the electorate to call in, make their own contribution. The lines to call 081 40,000 989, 070 87 800 989. Call in and make your own inputs. Hello, we have the first caller. Hello. Oh, your name and where you are calling from. Lost that call. Yes. We have the next caller. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you are calling from. Yes, please, can you move away from your radio set? Can you turn off your radio set, please?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay, right.
Good morning, and God bless you, the Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to your guest.
Yes.
My name is Musa Bala.
Musa Bala, your take, please.
Your guest, in his attempt to tell Nigerians the good work of Marshal KATUNG,
yes,
he has gone beyond his trade line by saying President Tinubu have the got to remove all subsidy, but he didn't tell us what the president did with the subsidy and any of his promises failed, because he's saying that he has the God and he has the ability to do in less than 2 years. He gave Southern Kaduna Medical Center chief of defense staff, chief of defense minister, and so on and so forth. Yet Southern Kaduna community are still under captivity, demanding billions of naira and being forgotten by the government and the son of Southern Kaduna. And when you said the Senate passed the bill to rebuild textiles, you see, you cannot keep telling people it is not true continuously. The same government that promised to make power available to the people, only for the president to abandon the people in darkness, put solar power in his house, and you are telling us now textile. Are they going to use rainfall or propaganda to run the textile with? That's just another question I have for you. And the relationship between Obasani and Tinubu as pro-democracy, I want you to please be sincere to yourself. Is the last local government election in Kaduna State a product of a pro-democracy? Is the word of the President in the National Assembly describing them as 11th Assembly, knowing fully that they are 10th Assembly, and now throw them back to governors that their fate is on the governors, not on the voters? Is that a word that's supposed to come out from the mouth of a president? The people of Southern Kaduna are now wiser. You cannot continue to use propaganda because you are now within the corridor of power. And at the same time, I want you to understand that the Federal Medical Center given to Southern Kaduna, is it a new structure or a converted hospital? Because the people of the Gaza are still asking questions. That's one. Secondly, the university. Is it a new university or a seized university seized from a corrupt person? them university, and you feel that the Tinubu have done you what nobody have done for you. Let's assume he has done everything for you. Is it fair for the other two senatorial districts in Kaduna and other senatorial districts in Nigeria? I hope you'll be sincere to answer this question.
Don't drop, Musa Bala. Don't drop. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask for your take. Talking about the fuel subsidy removal by the president, some of the view that just like General Sani Abacha then, who in the addition for fuel pump price, he established the PTF. And then Goodluck Jonathan, addition to 4 pump price, he Shopee. So people are of the view that a certain amount of this fuel subsidy money be set aside for the revival of the textile industry, that it is possible it can happen. What's your own take on that?
Now, if you are giving that responsibility to Tinubu, Tinubu can revive the industry, and you are giving Governor Erufai of not doing. So now you are taking responsibility of what the governor cannot do to the president, who controls 51% of the national income. And for the president to even claim that she will revive the industry, same subsidy percentage will have been used to put power in place, which is a direct side of running of a textile. But a country that doesn't have power and is promising the citizen industry, what kind of contradiction is that?
Okay, so in your opinion, the subsidy can be used for the revival of textile industry, and as well too for the power supply to be on ground. We take your suggestion.
You cannot start making a roof without the building.
Yes,
it's not possible.
Oh, okay.
If you want to construct, if you want to lay roof, rafter and nanting, building, how do you want people to describe you?
Okay, this question is also for the listener too. If they are listening, they can make suggestion if the fuel subsidy money can be set aside too for the revival of textile industry. Thank you, Musa Boda. Let's get the next caller.
Be directed to anything.
Let's get the next caller.
And the massive borrowing on top of it again.
Yeah, the guest will answer this your observation and your own take. Thank you, Musa Bola. Yes, we have the next caller. Hello.
Hello, Ango, Bally. Good morning.
Where are calling from?
Yes, your brother Shaman calling.
Shaman, your take.
Yes, I do not see a reason for you arguing with Musa Bola in the development of Southern Kaduna, because we that are saying God bless Tinubu.
Sorry, Shaman, it's his own opinion, and we even asked for his own opinion. So you two, you are here to make your own opinion. So just leave his own opinion. Don't comment on his own opinion, please.
Okay.
Yeah, this radio, everybody. It's for nobody.
That aside, I appreciate God for the movement of these three gentlemen. Senator MARSHAL, the governor of the state, and our father, Ango. So the young side that have concerned Kaduna, what they have done so far, to continue to uphold them, will continue to increase their stop, because we are seeing it on ground. We are seeing even of democrats now in Southern Kaduna. Facilities will not before we have them today. So what the government? So we are saying thank you to this movement. For the past 3 years, we are seeing it, we are feeling it. So whatever that has to do with controversy is not in our opinion. All we are saying is that may God give them more inspirations so that the issue of textile will come to pass. I know it will happen. If textile come to Kaduna or any other part of the nation, I want to assure us that power will also be restored. We're going to have these facilities by the grace of God. So there's nothing that's impossible with this government. Whatever Tinubu can do to rescue Nigeria from the problem that the past leaders did, may God continue to increase it and continue to give the wisdom to Nigeria.
Okay.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you. That's your take. Let's have the next caller. Hello, your name and where you are calling from.
Coming from Mando.
Okay, Mando.
Yes.
Your name, please.
God Almighty continue to guide the president.
Your name, please.
He's on the right path. May he continue to do the right thing for Nigeria. Nothing will stop him from returning back except Almighty God.
Yes. Can you mention your name, please?
Still money. What does the law say about money generated in the country? Tinubu cannot single-handedly spend money on subsidy to generate light or to fix any industry. What the law said that money generated should be shared by the three heads of government, federal, state, and local government. So Tinubu does not have a constitutional right. And this subsidy money is not money that was kept somewhere that government are now fetching and spending. So when we understand what the law says, we will know how to contribute to national issue. May God bless Bola Ahmed Tinubu and beg for the Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, though we didn't quite hear your name. This program is being streamed live on Facebook at Invicta FM 989 and on YouTube at Invicta 98.9 FM Online TV. You can send in your message there. Do I have a next caller? Yes, the next caller. Hello, your name and where you are calling from. Hello, you are on.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
I'm Haruna Nok, calling from Kamazo.
Haruna Nok from Kamazo. Your take.
How is the Senator doing about the federal rules in Southern Park Senatorial District?
Can you be specific, please?
Most especially the road from Cheki to Katia.
Okay.
And then now the road from Kafanchan to Kaduna is deteriorating.
Okay.
So what is the Senator doing about it?
Okay, noted. All right. Like I said, the program is being streamed live on Facebook at Invicta FM 989 and on YouTube, Invicta 98.9 FM Online TV. The next caller. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you are calling from. Can you move away? Is that Sam? Sam, move away from the radio set. Please, put your radio set off, please. After then, you can get it back so that we avoid the whole back. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Let's put away sentiment.
Please, can you move away from the radio set? Your radio set there's a whole back. Put it off.
Take into consideration the point of Musa Bala. It's very, very important. Take away sentiment.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Sam, Musa Bala make his own comment. You are given the opportunity to make your own comment. So just make your own comment. So you are saying you are aligning with him, but his own comment is strictly his own, and this radio station accommodate everybody. So keep your own comment aside. Hello, the next caller.
Good morning, Ango.
Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Adam Siakubu.
Evangelist
Adam Siakubu.
Okay.
Truly speaking, honestly speaking, I'm not going to say it all like Sunday MARSHAL. He has done it excellently, and we are voting confidence. We don't care what it is. Once we can do, even if it's zero party, we shall vote him. He has done it excellently. We are proud of him. I pray we'll keep him even to become the next president, not even senator, so that Nigeria can become right. We pray for him. As a brother, we will see him through, no matter what. In Jesus' name. Thank you. God bless you.
Right. Thank you for your own take. Calls are welcome 080 or 081 40,000 989 07087 800 989. The next caller, your name and where you are calling from.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I want to thank our guest.
Your name? Your name?
My name is MJ Warkani from Sabo.
MJ Warkani, your take, please.
We really appreciate the senator for the good work he is doing. But don't you think that the senator should also move a motion, or you should also talk to the president and the National Assembly concerning the hardship that Nigerians are going through? Considering all the hardships that Nigerians are going through, our guest says that the president have compassion for the people of Nigeria and Southern Kaduna and all that. If that is true, all this taxation, all these policies are not coming to the grassroots. We are not really feeling the impact down the grassroots. And look at this local government autonomy. Money is not coming down to the grassroots. We are not feeling it. We are not really feeling it. So my question to our guest is that didn't you think that it will be good for the senator to also consider such aspects of the hardship that Nigerians are going through?
Okay.
They should not make it a politics.
Yes.
Like
your message has been delivered and well noted.
This is that used to happen. They will be of something when it is electioneering period, and they will just sweep it away.
Your message has been well noted. Okay, let's take this feed from the Facebook. You have Mr. John. Is it Zakaria? Yes, Zakaria. Okay, I'll get Zakaria John Dam. It said in 2023, Zone 3 gave Bola Tinubu 68,000 votes plus, constituting about 17.2% vote cast across the state. But I find it a bit uncomfortable if Mr. MIDAT is saying in the studio that Zone 3 did not vote for Tinubu. Yes, instead, it's better you say that Zone 3 did not vote for him 80 to 100%. Besides, for a true Democrat and wise politician, after electioneering campaigns and election, you treat everyone the same without preference to whether they voted for you or less. They voted more or less in order to bring everyone on board. We have Divine Norm. She said, "Good morning. I'm enjoying the program. Kudos to Senator MARSHAL KATUNG, 3 years in office of effective representation. We are standing by him for the 2027 election." MIDAT, you have 3 minutes to address this question.
Well, I just pray that I'll be able to use this 3 minutes to address this issue. But let me react to the last caller. If I said that Southern cannot not vote for Tinubu, maybe it's the context. Maybe it's the context. It is not that we didn't vote for him. I mean, he did not win in Southern Kaduna. That's the context. That is, maybe I needed to say this.
Understood.
Yeah, he did not win Southern Kaduna. Let me really talk about Musa Bala. I have a lot of respect for him as a person, even though I've not met him. But I'm not sure in my presentation I said the 11th Senate. I'm not sure I said that. If I said that, maybe it's a slip of tongue. But this is the 10th Senate. Right. And whatever I would say is for the 10th Senate. And on the issue of textile, I think we need to discuss this. We need to make it a national discourse. Number one, don't doubt. I think his position is that there's a doubt whether Tinubu will implement this decision of the Senate or not.
Indeed.
Or not. I know for sure the caller has supported President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I mean, late President Muhammadu Buhari. He was a supporter of His Excellency former Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and I'm sure because the former governor had gone to the textile industry, have seen things for himself. He has promised to revive textile industry, and they were unable to do it. I'm sure he's thinking that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not be able to do it. Please, let's be positive in our commentaries. It is our desire, it is our wish that this textile industry is revived. Whatever it will take the president to revive the textile industry, we need to encourage him to do it, not to cast aspersion as to whether he will do it or will not do it. And he spoke about power. And I even forgot to mention, when the Senate was making a resolution, they included power in the revival of the textile industry. These issues were brought to the front burner. They were discussed at the Senate and the floor of the Senate. And so you cannot also revive textile industry without power. I agree with him, but these issues are going to be discussed. That's why they are inviting the Minister of Trade and Industry, the Minister of Agri, to come. The Senate would, together with the Senate, they will discuss this thing and find a common ground in which this issue will be addressed, both from the legislative angle and from the executive angle. And he also spoke about the issue of Federal Medical Center. Every time I come here, I think he has called severally on this issue. I have taken time to explain that the issue of Federal Medical Center, Kapancha, is a product of legislation. The senator legislates. not only the senator, there's another House of Rep member, Honorable Amos Governor Magaji, also had a legislation, and they were all passed into law, and the president assented. And we have a federal medical center today in Kafancha. It's not taken from anywhere.
So maybe the clarification is that the one sponsored by Senator Obasani in the 9th Senate, it died with the 9th Senate.
It died with the 9th Senate. It was not signed. It was not signed.
That's how bills work.
Fortunately for him, if he has been following the news, the senator representing Kaduna Center, Senator Lawal, has also sponsored a bill for the creation, establishment of Federal Medical Center, Rigasa. The bill was also passed by the Senate last week or thereabout. Was also passed by the Senate. So if that of Kabanchan has been created, and
strictly for
Kaduna South. And every senator across Nigeria, all the 109 senators, are entitled to sponsor a bill that will also have its passage. So if, for example, the president has sent into law the bill for the creation of a Federal Medical Center as sponsored by Senator Lawal, and it is signed into law, and the Federal Medical Center is created, Kaduna State will have 2 Federal Medical Centers in the state. So there's no cause of alarm. We are together. Mr. Musa Bala, don't worry. Southern Kaduna has got the favor of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Southern Kaduna has got the favor of President Kibono Obasani, and I can assure you we will reward them.
This program is a continued program every week, Wednesday, and of course we cannot exhaust all discussion. Senator Marshal KATUNG is a person of interest because of the way he is giving his own representation. Is so uncommon from the previous one. MIDAT, Joe, Special Advisor, Media and Communication to Senator Marshal KATUNG. He has been taking us on a ride on 3 years of Senator Marshal KATUNG effective representation to the good people of Southern Kaduna. My name is Ango, Bally. Damasane Invicta. Trust the process will make a return next Wednesday. Thank you and bye-bye.
Invicta FM.
Ga kwallon duniya na FIFA 2026 ya gabato. Ka duba duk gasa 104 a Star Times tun farkon kwallo har karshe.
Kuma a wannan kawo ba kallo kawai bane, ka kalla ka ci.
Kai subscribing ko ka sai Star Time decoder ka samu daman cin naira miliyan 10 da kuɗin lodi daga